So it is what it is, bro. But but the thing is, I'm gonna ask you though, because you're waxing lyrical about Danzo and all these man. What is the biggest problem? Because you just said something, yeah. You said I can't wait to see these players under a new manager. What's the biggest problem at Tottenham? The manager or the squad or both? In your opinion,
I think straight is the manager, bro. I think under Pochettino, I think you would have seen Tottenham. I'm not saying we would have got Champions League football, but definitely we would be top 7, and definitely we would not have lost 18 games and counting. Bro, one of the things that I think you would have to agree, and I think for me, this show is a serious show tonight. There's no banter in anything I'm saying. Yeah, and I'm about to say some things that I might never say again. So hold that. Look, I actually think Arteta's done a great job with the Red Tottenham. Despite what the people in the chat think, he has got Arsenal into a position where they're respected, they're seen to be a credible team moving forward. And the one bit that he needs to do is just win a trophy. Apart from that, I think he's done everything else required of him. And I had an Arsenal fan tell me earlier today in Camden that the minimal thing that you man expect is to be challenging. And he's done that. If that's the truth, if that's what's coming from the Arsenal fan base, then he's doing his job. Now, for me, when you've got a manager that is clueless, can I blame the players? I can't blame the players, bro, because the manager has set up the team in a system that don't work. And so I'm waiting to get a manager that knows Walk One. I'm looking at Iriola getting a tune out of Solanke. That's a manager. I'm looking at Marco Silva getting a tune out of Iwobi. I'm looking at Iriola getting a tune out of Clivert. All of these brothers I just named, last year you would have said they're crap. This year, all of a sudden, they're doing well. Why? Because they've been coached properly. I believe if we can get someone that can coach, that the likes of Udogie can come back and he could be rivaling Miles Lewis-Kelly. We got Jed Spence. He could be up there. We got the Bergval. He could be saying something. Solanke could start banging goals again under the right system. So it is the manager, and I believe once he is gone, you will see the real Tottenham. But unfortunately, this season's done because he's come in and he plays this high line, bro. And this high line system doesn't work. And the sooner it is done, the better. All I want is a balanced manager. And I think there's plenty in the Prem that can do that job and do it well.
Okay. I understand why you think Arteta's doing a good job, because you guys were doing a parade, an open bus parade for Pochettino just getting to the final. So I get it at Spurs, not getting over the line and getting to a final and losing the final for you, man, is a great job. Great job, great business, great project. I understand.
Can I just say something though, Northside?
Harry Redknapp.
Can I say something?
He didn't win anything, but because
let me say this. part of the reason.
Why is that not letting me laugh?
No, because I'm not having a chat today. Nah. Part of the reason why
it's true though. Bro, it's true. You don't celebrate.
Let me just say this. Part of the reason why you're able to chat with Chest this evening.
I'm not chatting with Chest.
No.
You
let me tell you what I can see with my eyes and what I'm observing. There's a certain energy coming from you. Why are you able to chat with Chest? The reason why you're shaking your bum violently on this channel is because you're in the semi-final, blood. Why are you in the semi-final, blood? Because your manager, has got you playing a style of play that has got you to a semi and possibly a final in the Champions League. Do you get what I'm saying? If not for that, bro, you have to put some respect on it, because really and truly, you shouldn't be there, bro. Because when I look at your team, it's all right. It's not good enough to be in a semi-final. Bro, let's be real. Did you expect to be in a semi-final of the Champions League with that squad?
No, I didn't. But I don't say,
bro.
No, but hold on. I don't celebrate a semi, bro. I don't celebrate a semi, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Pause. I don't celebrate a semi, bro. I celebrate, because my team goes up. You get me? Pause. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm celebrating. I don't celebrate. You can't do nothing with a semi. Do you know what I'm saying? Semi, you can't celebrate a semi. You're going, you know what I mean? The gal them don't like semi. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like a semi, bro. I don't care about semi, bro. I care about trophies. No, but real talk, I've not said anything gassing up Arsenal. I've been saying based on what you said. You said out your mouth, Deji, yeah? You said, oh, Arteta's doing a great job. No, he's not. Because he hasn't won anything, so it's not a great job.
It's a good job. Not great.
Let me tell you this, yeah? If you win the Europa League and then we get to a final and lose it, will you have the same energy? No, you won't. You say, my club won a title. Your club didn't win anything. You're not going to say to me, you're not going to turn around and say to me, oh, you know what, North, yeah? He did a great job, though. I can't banter you, North, because you know what? He got you to a final. It's a great job. So that's disingenuous of you. But I'm just saying, from a Spurs perspective, I get why you guys celebrate it, because you celebrate Poch like he's the Messiah, and he never even done anything. You celebrate Harry Redknapp, and he didn't do anything.
Can I just say this, though? Can I just say this? And this is coming from an Arsenal fan. Bring up to my guy Kasai earlier today, and bring up Yolanda as well. These Arsenal fans. They said this. Arteta put you, man, back on the map. True or false?
Put us on the map of competing.
Oh, man,
I want to be on the map of winning.
I need you to answer the question. Did Arteta put you, man, back on the map? Yes or no?
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Right now.
No, but what does that mean, though? What do you mean on the map?
Let me tell you what I want.
Top four's a
Arsenal
trophy.
wasn't on the map
right
before.
Now,
wait, you know the map he put us on? Top four's a trophy.
Don't worry.
You know in GTA when you haven't activated that side of the map.
You need to sit there and hold. You need to sit there and hold that.
He's on Fortnite waiting for the new skins to come out. You know what I'm saying? He ain't activated, blood. You know what I mean? Run the credit card.
We're coming to you, my blood. Don't worry about you.
Don't worry about me, Deji, bro. You know what it is, Deji.
No, but hold on, Deji.
What I'm trying to say is this. Hear me? Because you know what? Sometimes when you're in the YouTube space, you sometimes follow the narrative. I went to speak to some fans today, and this is what they said. They said, Arteta has put Arsenal back on the map. Meaning that before Arteta, you, man, for a period of time, weren't really getting that respect. Right now, whether you like it or not, people are respecting Arsenal, regardless of whether they win a trophy or not. There's been some respect on your name. And that's why, even if you don't win champs, he's still going to be in the job. You know why? Because people are happy with the job. That's what I'm saying, bro. And that's why you can't poo-poo Pochettino. It's because of Poch, Tottenham became a big 16, blood. It's because of Poch, we saw a Champions League final, blood. Do you get what I'm saying? And right now, all of the good work that the brother did has been undone by the Fascio managers that we had after. All I'm saying to you, bro, is you're giving me this certain energy, but deep down, you're shaking your bum for your club and you're loving what you're seeing. Don't lie to yourself.
Can I just say this, Deji? Yeah? When we compare clubs, yeah, do we get an Excel spreadsheet and mark down every time our club's got top four? Do we use that as an argument, or do we talk about trophies? Just answer me that.
We talk about trophies, bro. But
okay, cool. So why do you? Wait. The same person, yeah, that told me Bun the Carabao Cup is dusty, Bun the FA Cup is dusty, is now celebrating top four, saying we're on the map. What map of what?
Bro, I'm just saying.
No, but what are we talking about here, though?
Bro? What I'm talking about is what I'm not even talking about you, bro. I was in Camden today, and the amount of man them that were just shaking their bum on the high street was terrible, bro. It was terrible. Do you get what I'm saying? It was like Mardi Gras, shaking their bum for your club because they are happy with what your manager's done.
Them man are inbred, bro. I don't care about them. Hills have eyes.
I'm just
them, man.
So all I'm
They're
doing
the reason, yeah. Well, my club don't win nothing. I don't care about them.
I hear that. But what I'm trying to say to you,
this is why do you compare us here as the spicy Spurs? Yeah, this is why it's hypocritical what you're saying, because you're telling me, oh, Arteta put you on the map, but then you say you guys are the spicy Spurs in reference that we're not winning anything because you man don't win anything. So you cuss us for being the spicy Spurs, and I don't really respect it because you man are spicy Spurs, you don't win nothing. And now you're trying to use the same logic to say, oh, you got to respect what your club's doing.
You know what it is, no? You know what it is? I know what this is. This is them.
Don't make no sense,
I know what map he's talking about. You know, some countries have the island off the map. Like you have the country and then you have the little island on the side, yeah? Deji's on his own on the island.
Deji's on the Bermuda Triangle. That's where his club's at.
No, he found somewhere else he found one person that lives there now. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to say on the map.
Bro,
In the
that's
odds
like,
though,
he's in the
man.
Bermuda Triangle, bro. We don't even know where it's at. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Titanic, bro. It took century to find you, man. Do you know what I'm saying? It's gonna take another century for you, man, to win
Bro,
something. How
uh,
are you calling my club the Spicy Spurs, which is in reference of Spursy, meaning you don't win anything, and now you're telling me to prop that up, bro? You gotta do better.
All I'm saying, bro, but what I'm trying to say is this: before you try and have a go at my club, the truth of the matter is you are pleasantly surprised with your achievements so far this season.
No, listen, there's not. I'm pleasantly surprised at where we're at. Do not add achievement. It's not an achievement. It's not an achievement. There's no achievement.
A semi-final in a chance, bro, is
it's not an achievement.
It's not to be poo-pooed.
We don't win anything.
You can't poo-poo that.
Okay, tell me this, yeah. All the years under Wenger, we was getting knocked out in the quarterfinals, yeah. Was that a reason for me to be shaking my bum?
Bro, I mean,
yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
It's unfortunate. You get me? It's unfortunate. No,
okay, so unfortunate isn't a celebration or an achievement. Then what is the difference for what I get for quarterfinals to semi-finals? The only thing that is gained is more money for progressing a little bit deeper. But the money doesn't go into who's the biggest club, your club achievements, going up against, Chelsea to Arsenal fan to Spurs fan. But what are we doing here, bro? It doesn't bring the club anything. I told you this before, as a club that was getting top 4 more times than your club, yeah? If your club doesn't have the ambition and appoint the right people, it doesn't mean anything. How many years did we get top 4 with Wenger and then we never progressed? It's not an achievement. Your club gets top 4, yeah? And you man ain't doing anything with it. Arsenal, you would agree, Arsenal with Wenger, we got top 4, didn't do anything with it. With this manager, we're getting top 4 and we're not kicking on and addressing the bench. We're not going on and getting and strengthening the aspects of the team that we need. There is a reason why a lot of this fan base and myself was cautious about don't play our best players against Ipswich and against Crystal Palace, because we don't have the bench, because we're not the completed article, because we're not going to go out there and do what's necessary. The weaknesses that we needed to strengthen, we didn't. So it's all great celebrating being in a competition, but if your club doesn't go out there and show the ambition to get the players necessary, and you don't like certain players, what does it really mean?
I heard that, but you can't.
You man are one of the big 6 here. You man are one of the big 6 here. Newcastle are showing you up this season. Forest are showing you up this. Yes, they are, bro. They're getting Champions League spot. Newcastle won a trophy. What have you not done with it?
You can't tell me that. You can't tell me that. And I'm going to take issue with you today, bro. I'm going to take serious
who makes more revenue, Nottingham Forest or Spurs?
Bro, I'm going to take serious issue.
Just answer that thing. Who makes more money, Tottenham?
Tottenham make more money than Newcastle on a.
Okay, cool. So why is Newcastle winning a cup? When's the last time you won a cup?
Yeah, okay. Let me tell you what I won.
And it's the same energy for my club. If we win nothing, Newcastle had a better season than us.
So let me tell you what. Let me tell you what I won. So yes, what you're saying is technically correct. However, there is a however to this. Yeah, you man are still in the semi-final of the Champions League, and we don't know what you man can do. So already, like I said to you before, you have to acknowledge, whether you like it or not, that you've overachieved so far. It's the truth. You're second in the Prem and you're in the semi-final of a Champions League. That's not bad. Respect it. Yes, sir. Hold tight. 1 second. Now, as for me